We all want to look good, regardless of what we look like, what age we are. Some things we cannot simply do anything about. However, nowadays there's a lot of things that we can do something about as men. I used to be someone who did not care and neglect my appearance and body, physique. For a long, long time, I used to not care about what I looked like in public, what I smelled like, how I dressed, and my overall appearance was laughable. I used to always think, why do women not want me? Why do women not speak to me? It's the way you represent yourself. In this video, I'm going to showcase you a couple of things that are, I want to say, essential for us men, that are quite important and what can make a huge change. I can speak from experience from now upon a year ago that these things, they work. Look, if you're naturally born cooked, there ain't no saving you, but there is helping you. See, not everyone has a beautiful face getting born. Not everyone has a great body. Look at me. I got a good face. I got a dad body. And yes, I go to the gym. But I've come to the conclusion that most women don't give a fuck if you've got a little stomach. They actually like it for some reason. Any ladies watching this video, what makes you more attracted to a guy with a dad body than a guy with a six-pack? I'm genuinely curious. So besides that, I used to not care about my hair. See, now it's not completely slicked back, but it looks better than with curls. Now, I got curly hair, so I always go for a mid-low taper fade. What it means is short hair, done here, short at the back, and on the side here. I keep the top. Now, before that, if you go on my Instagram, for instance, or you go to like my older videos from years ago, my hair was all over the fucking place. I used to represent myself so bad and negative in videos to a point that people were like, bro, you look fucking stupid with that goddamn hair. Why do you got a crow nest on your head? And to be fair, I was also in a very dark time of my life, but that's still no reason for you not to represent yourself good to the outside world. It doesn't matter if you even go 10 minutes outside to the shops. Always think of it like this. The woman of your dreams could be there and you look like a mess. Sundays are very different. Alright, look. On a Sunday, bro, I don't give a flying fuck. I'll put on a beanie if I don't want to do my hair. Have a chill little outfit. But for the rest of the times, I'm always outside. You can always catch me and will always catch me outside. It's very rare that I'll be at my home doing nothing. If I am at my home, it's either that I'm doing YouTube videos or I'm just chilling. But hair is very important. Depending on what type of hair you have, you can style it. But like I said, if you've got curly hair like me, the best you can do is mid-low taper fade. I used to do my hair super short to the point it looked horrible. The curls really make me who I am. And if you don't believe me, go on my Instagram and look at pictures from 3.5 years ago that I used to cut off all my curls. Terrible. I would never go back and do that again. And I don't touch the top. But about the hair, well, here's a thing. You can use wax. I prefer paste or soft type of wax because cheaper wax often is worse for your hair and it's a pain in the fucking ass to get out with water. And it looks really dumb. You look like a complete melt. Now, this is not brand preference, but this is a pretty good brand actually. It is paste. Now, if you're able to find ultra strong matte paste, I'll show you what it looks like. It has a pleasant smell. The only thing you literally have to do is wet your hair, apply a little bit, and it dries out. It's fantastic. This has helped me so often pulling women, right? The way you look matters a lot. You may not think or believe it, but sometimes when I go out in public, I look at some people, the way they dress. Most of the men that I've seen are Discord mods. And holy fuck, it is not a joke when people say you have Discord mods. Hair all greasy, messy, pubes all over the face. They smell. The clothing is disgusting. Don't be that type of guy. Do something with your life. Don't be the type of guy that's literally looked like he just came out of his mom's basement. So, hair, important. Again, even if it's 10-15 minutes, the way you present is what you attract. Just let you know. Cologne. Now, this does a good favor. Doesn't have to necessarily be an expensive brand. I have had $5 colognes. I've had $200 colognes. And sometimes the $5 colognes smell better. However, I have to say, and I've got to admit, the more branded colognes last longer than the cheaper ones. There's a reason why $10 colognes are $10 cologne. They're not high quality ingredients. They won't last as long. This is not a preference. I just randomly grabbed this cologne, but smelling good can do you good. Especially if you're in a club. Ooh, you smell good. If you ever been to a club, the only fucking thing you smell is cologne everywhere because people want to smell good. Again, appearance is super important. It just happens that this one smells really good. It's like what, $20, $25, maybe more. Hugo is pretty good. You've got Gucci Guilty. That used to be one of my favorites, but Dior Sauvage is like goated. Paco Rabanne as well, the gold one. Trust me, even a few sprays can do wonders for you. I feel like such a dumbass. You know, I feel like one of these dickheads on Instagram that are trying to be the alpha male. Gosh, this feels so out of place, but I'm just trying to help you out. And just be a better man, I suppose, really. Alright, so next thing essential is perfume. Well, perfume, deodorant. You've got spray deodorant. Personally, I only use this when I'm not in the mood to find a roller or I can't be asked to grab it. I just... It's not as effective as a roller. And if I'd go for a brand, it would have to be Old Spice. Because regardless if it's super, super warm, I don't sweat. Other brands, they make me sweat. Sonex is one of the worst brands I've ever used for deodorant roller because they fucking suck, bro. They don't take rid of the odor. And not just only that, when it's summer and you're sweating, you literally smell your own sweat. You don't want that. So smelling good is important, man. I've been in public numerous amount of times. I've been in clubs numerous amount of times. Men putting up their arm in the air, and it's like, Jesus Christ, makes you want to fucking vomit, bro. I'm not kidding. Like, there have been situations that I'm like, the dude's dressed like he just came from work. Don't be that type of guy. Put some effort into how you look and how you smell. Grooming. No, not talking about grooming children. Grooming your body. I've been doing this since, I want to say more than a half year. I never used to bother or care about, doing my mustache, shaving this all off, doing my eyebrows, which is also very important, keeping shape. Even this, some people have this and it's really fucking annoying. I got it as well for some reason. Look, we all know porn is bullshit, right? Majority of porn is not real. The dudes always got massive looking dicks. That's because they take Viagra. That's because they take pill enhancements. But it's also because they shave down there, right? But in most cases, they got big dicks. They take more than average size. Just to let you know. Don't compare yours with theirs. You gotta, I don't know. I don't want to get into that. But the point is, shaving is important. You gotta keep up with it, man. You don't want to look like a mess. You don't want to look like a hot mess. And especially down there. You see, I can speak from personal experience that shaving down there is way better. Would never suggest a razor blade. That's the worst fucking thing you can do because god damn, you will get ingrown hairs like a motherfucker. And not just that, you can get some really bad cuts. I don't speak from experience. I speak from people that have told me that. So what the most important thing is, get a trimmer / groomer that doesn't nick your ball sacks because that fucking hurts. Ooh. When the blade gets in between your sack, that hurts. No, but shaving it down. Again, don't use a razor blade. That's the worst thing you can do. Women as well, because you get bumps, you get rashes, you get ingrown hairs and it hurts. Don't use a foil shaver neither, because you don't want it to become that short that it grows underneath your skin. That's how you get ingrown. And it's the same with the face. I don't shave with a razor because I get irritation, red skin, and I get ingrowns. Use a foil shaver in that case then, or this. That it's short enough, but not short that it goes under the skin, because that's how you get ingrowns. But no, I can also say from personal experience, grooming down there feels better. It feels fresher. It does feel weird when you go to the gym because your dick's all sticking between your legs. But it makes your dick look bigger as well during sex. It really does. For some reason, it does. The visual appearance, it makes it look bigger. Okay? Now, if you got a tiny dick, well, it ain't gonna do much. But if you got a good size one, then it's gonna do pretty good for you. But also just for hygiene, man. Look, most women don't care about you having hair down there. Trust me. I've slept with people that didn't care about me having hair because, well, most people don't care. But I care. I want to be clean down there because I prefer it, and it's just better, bro. I like it. These are some tips that can help you potentially out, and I would strongly suggest. Well, first of all, this one's super important. The way you smell is how you represent yourself in public. And trimming. I finally, after so long, sort of have a mustache, and I want to keep it. Because if I take this off, dude, I look like a 15-year-old, bro. And I always shave this off. It doesn't grow the way I want it to grow. And that's totally fine. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and say, fuck it. A beard ain't meant for me. This as well. It don't grow the way a goatee grows, alright? But, hey, I got a little mustache. That's fine. I'll accept it and I'm glad. So, these are the things. Oh, yeah, let's not forget brushing your teeth. Men, we got to do better out there. Come on, we got to brush our teeth twice a day. I know people that don't brush their teeth for days, and their teeth look really fucking bad. Like, really bad. Like, they got plaque on their teeth. Teeth naturally aren't white. Black people are known for having white teeth in general. That's an actual fact. Us people nowadays, us modern people, we have yellow teeth because of the food that we consume. And that's another thing. Your face. What you eat is how your face looks like. This face, see any pimples? No. I've also been very fortunate that I never had acne or any skin outbreak during my teenage years. Very, very fortunate. The only time I get like pimples is when I eat chocolate for some reason. I don't know why, but if I eat an excessive amount of chocolate, the next day I wake up with pimples. Maybe I'm allergic to chocolate. I don't know. I've always had that, so that's why I don't eat chocolate in general. But what you eat is how your skin is going to be looking like. And cleaning your face every day. And also clean it down there. Don't want to Swiss cheese on that. No. You got to clean your dick every day. You can't skip a day, bro. You have to clean it every day. You don't want that cheese pool. But anyways, yeah. Your face is important. It's what you eat. Now, this I got because of the fact that I shaved with a razor. And like I said, I get razor bumps. The reason why I shaved with a razor and not with a trimmer is because my batteries were dead. And I was like, I'm not going all the way to the store to get some batteries. So those were the essentials that I think are mandatory and valid for any man out there, regardless of what your age is. Now, if you're obviously 10 years old, you don't have to do any of these things because you're 10. Who are you trying to impress? Exactly. Maybe Linda that's like 8 years old, perhaps. But yeah, let me know if there's any other tips that I may have missed out on. And the way you dress as well. That's also very important. The way you dress is what you attract as well. I wear this type of chill clothing whenever I go to the gym or I'm at home. But when I'm outside, I try to be classy most of the time. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And if there's any other tips that I've maybe missed or something, then please do let me know. See you next time. Adios. And don't be an alpha guy. Just be a dude. You see, like, before we end this video, right? This wasn't a hate video towards any men out here watching, right? This is showing love to you guys. Because I used to be just like that. Like I said, I didn't care about my appearance. I used to smell this and that. Trust me, you do these things, and especially you adjust your diet, you're going to feel and look so much better. And it worked for me. I've pulled an immense amount of women with doing these changes. And you could do the same. Unless you don't have any Riz. See, I know how to Riz. Doesn't always work though. I take an L once in a while. But you gotta bounce back from that. Sometimes you take L's, you just gotta accept them. But anyways, hope you enjoyed it and peace out.